Yes, Jensen, hope you're all good. Thank you for getting everything across for week 3 check-in. Now, mate, I will greet you and your beautiful fluffy cow socks with a nice food drop. So we've went down to 200 carb training days, 150 carb rest days, and just -5 fat on each day. Now, you said hunger isn't really an issue, so some remedies that we can utilise. You know, we've got psyllium husk. You know, maybe we go for this digestion drink in the mornings. You know, like maybe aloe vera juice and apple cider vinegar, or psyllium husk in there. You know, we up fibre in the meal plan, maybe like week 1. But we're definitely sharper, mate. 100%. I can see what you mean by the flatness definitely creeping in. I see the bicep. It stood out to me in the lats. You just don't have the width there, but what you noted in the lower body conditioning definitely stood out. Like the quad separation is definitely coming in. And then I do also think there's just posing. I love this most muscular, by the way, mate. I don't know whether it's the lighting, but your chest looks epic in this. So yeah, good stuff there.
Yes, boys, just parked outside of Rfitness Belfast, so we're going in for Butcher, his posing seminar today. Last night we actually had a lifestyle loops meetup in Let's Grow Legs, and I'll pan the camera here because we have part of lifestyle loops right here in Mr. WNBF World's lightweight 6th place, Mr. Cameron Balmer. So yeah, excited to get in for the posing seminar and realise that I need to push prep back another 2 years to actually build some muscle. Do have some footage of legs last night that I will voice over after this. I'll like divide the video like half and half between the training footage and hopefully get a good amount of footage of this posing seminar. So yeah, see yous in there.
Welcome to the Rfitness posing seminar. Thank you very much for coming. So plan of today is we'll do bodybuilding poses to start off with. So that'll probably take us maybe an hour or so, maybe just over. And then we'll have a short little break. You can get some food because I know Jake wants to get his meals in. So we're gonna have legs nice and straight, locked out straight. So just lock out. There you go. Yeah. Nice, Jake. You're doing really well, Jake. For having never got on stage, you're doing really well. Do you have like tightness through that right lat? Yeah. Can see, because I'd actually bring your elbows forward a little bit. Forward. Yeah, just to about there. You almost want to think about sitting those elbows just slightly in front of the body, because if you pull back here, your lats aren't fully open. If you fully open your lats, your elbow's actually going to be slightly in front. And then just make sure we're playing on that illusion again. So push the hips back, bring the torso forward. Good. And then in terms of the grip that I would use, I'd always take, like, if it's my right arm, it's closest to the judges, I would take like 2-3 fingers of that arm, that hand, and make a circle with my backhand and just grab those fingers and think about pulling down with the hand, the right arm, pulling up with the other, and you'll get a good flex on that tricep. Got our most muscular, so there's multiple variations. You've got hands together, palms together, which is probably my favorite because I think it just shows off everyone's physique the best. You've then got hands on hip, which you can do. You can do that feet together. You can do that with an asymmetrical stance. And then we've also got the crab. So if you're somebody who's got good control over their traps and you can do this, then you can hit a crab, okay? If you can't do that, then you can't really roll your traps up, can you? So you end up just kind of looking like this, which isn't really the right pose. We want to actually think. Front lat spread. Again, use your arms to kind of hide your midsection if you need to get your breath back. And open up. Nice. Nice. Side tricep. Need to swap to the side. Remember, you can also hit your classic one as well after your. So if you want to open up in your classic one, you can. Bring that left foot back down. There you go. Pop those knees out. Knees out. Rear lat spread. Chest up nice and high. Up. Alright, and then face the front, into your abs and thigh. So we go Foot behind. Get all that air out, keep the midsection nice and tight. Tuck these elbows a bit more. And then most muscular. And then give me one of your favourite classic poses. So it can be any pose. Any of those classic poses. Flex your stance towards your head, Jake. There you go.
Better make kilo off. Come on.
Alright, we'll finish it off. 60-second close down. So close down, rules are, there are no rules really. Try get to the middle. Try get to the middle. Okay, you can hit as many poses as you like. Any pose as well. Just don't be pushing people off the stage, alright? Okay, off we go. I wish you got like a massive tune on for it. Most musculars always go down a straight in a pose down. Yeah, there we go.
And then you do the crabs or car. Fuck off if you do it.
Yes, you say that. You can link arms as well, link arms into a crab.
Oh, do you like that?
Yeah. And feel free to do that on stage.
It works better when there's 3 people doing it, I think.
And if you do have like a videographer or family members, so aim towards them in the crowd. Up. Yeah, good. Okay, we'll take one more. Let's go. Up. Yes, come on. Yeah, lovely. That's your business, yeah. Take this one, come on. Let's go. Yes, I'm off. That's it. Right. Let's go. Drag. You're right. Nothing but. Well, let's go. Yeah, nice. Big brace. Lovely. Up. Yeah, good. Pull. Nice.
Yes lads, I didn't outro this video, so here we are a week later, actually on the dot, Sunday the 10th of August now. Posing seminar was Sunday last week, so in a Starbucks in Castle Donington, which is a story for another video, but I wanted to just wrap this one up. Obviously it was a bit like pieced together because I didn't get maybe like the content I wanted to get filmed, but there's a good amount of like posing footage from the seminar. Like a bit of that pose down will be cool to see. Maybe you'll pick up some tips from Matt, and
what I mainly wanted to like summarize in this like outro is see the work that I've done with Matt. It's been so beneficial. Like I would actually consider myself a decent poser now, which is awesome because I'll actually put some effort into my editing. I'll pop up some posing of when I first started getting into the bodybuilding scene when I was working with Noah in, what would that have been, October 2023, and the posing is awful, but like that is the same for everyone, I would like to say, when they get into the bodybuilding space. Like it's a hard thing. You don't know how to move your body and like what looks good or what way you're meant to be hitting, what you're meant to be contracting, what are the cues for poses. So like my advice is generally, if you care about getting on stage, bodybuilding, presenting your physique, if your aspiration is to compete and, you know, present your physique well, do like start looking at posing resources, maybe reaching out to the likes of Matt as a posing coach, because it does make a huge difference. You know, you can look at generalized posing advice, like maybe there's some stuff on Instagram, you follow some posing people on Instagram, you can look at that, or there's a good resource in John Lofthouse's school. It's like posing academy. You can get some free value out of that. You can take those things and apply it to your posing, and it probably will improve it a little bit, but having like a dedicated person to look at your posing is so valuable, because not every cue for every pose suits every physique. Now, they were talking about this yesterday. The reason I am in Derby area was for the MBW posing seminar, and Christian, the head judge of UKDFBA, one of the head judges alongside Lee Kemp, said that you need someone to constantly be tweaking the way you hit poses. You know, I'm sure any posing coach looks at a client, and they're like, a good posing coach I may add, they'll look at a client, they're hitting a pose a certain way and they've told them to hit that, and then they're like, they'll assess and be like, no, I think we could get a lot more out of your physique if we hit it this way, and that's like just changing stuff up. That's where you get the value out of a posing coach compared to just maybe a one-off session with someone, or just taking generalized info. Why is someone playing, what is that theme song from? I don't know if that's picking up on the mic. Someone's playing a heavy like Hans Zimmer style soundtrack in Starbucks. Yeah, in Starbucks as well. I'll show you the order. We got a large blonde roast Americano. Not usually a Starbucks fan, but we done that. Was just getting some check-ins boxed off here before we head up to the BNBF show, but this is all for another video. This is for the weekend vlog in Birmingham, so I will sign this one out here. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you got some value from the posing stuff. I did leave legs as just raw footage. I was going to voice over it, but I personally don't care for voiceovers when I'm watching YouTube. I like hearing the clanging and banging of metal plates, so I did just leave the original audio in. You sort of get a look into how me and Butcher train. You know, Cameron was with us as well, but you get to hear the grunts of us, and I think that's important. I prefer that than someone talking over the sets and being like, so on this I'm loading it in the length and range because that's better for hypertrophy. That's maybe just a little bit of meathead inside of me coming out. But yeah, 5 minutes of outro. That was more than expected. So as always, like, comment, subscribe, and any story tags are much appreciated. That is one thing that is very cool. And people watching my YouTube videos and tagging me on the story, and I'm just like, it warms my heart. It's very heartfelt. But yeah, enough rambling, and I will see you in the next video.